Next up is Jeremiah Holloway.
Good morning, Hubert. Good to see you.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yeah. Wanted to ask about Drake. Obviously, he's played at the four a lot this year. I know in that second half the other day when Cade and Withers was out there, he played more on the wing and he was able to kind of get some shots to go. I guess for him, I guess would you like to see him, almost play, more on the. I know obviously he's a very versatile guy, he can kind of play in different spots, but would you kind of like to see like more of that from him? Just him being able to just kind of slot in at that three spot.
Well, I mean, I thought he played really well against Duke. In terms of like the three and the four, the biggest really the difference is from a defensive standpoint, in terms of who you're defending. But other than that, since I became head coach, I've been pretty much a positionless coach. I mean, Harrison was out on the perimeter and shot threes and came off of ball screens and posted up and went to the offensive glass and rebounded. I mean, he did all that. And so there's no distinction of three, you're out on the perimeter for me, and four, you're in the post on the block. And so, whether you're at the, and in terms of like giving guys numbers, it's just for organization standpoints of I need you in this spot at the beginning of the play and I need you in this spot at the end of the play. And so whether somebody's at the 1 to 2 to 3 and a 4, I recruit, I coach, and I play basketball players that can make plays all over the court.
For sure. And to follow up on that, what do you think allowed him to, kind of get more looks in the second half? He seemed like he was, probably more aggressive, down the stretch. What do you think kind of allowed him to get there?
Yeah, you're right, Jeremiah. He was more aggressive, and that's what I really liked about it, and that's what we need, consistently for him to be aggressive, because he has an ability to create his own shot. He has an ability to get to the basket. He's an excellent passer. He knows how to make the right play. And when he's aggressive, that really helps us out as a team. And it's something that I communicated to him after the game, and will continue to communicate with him about him being aggressive on the offensive end is really good news for us.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go next to Michael Coe.
Hey there, Hubert. Good morning.
Hey, Michael, how are you? Good.
Doing well, thank you. You guys have a week off before you see Pitt again on Saturday. What does the week off schedule look like for you guys as far as practicing and recovery, maybe? And do you think the week off is coming at a good time for this team after some difficult losses in the past couple weeks?
Yeah, I think it's coming at the perfect time. I think it's a time where give us to regroup. We get to practice and work on us as opposed to preparing for a game midweek. We can get some guys healthy in terms of some bumps and bruises. I think mentally we needed a break, and we'll practice this week, and then we'll have a day off in the middle of the week. And I just think it just comes at a perfect time for us to regroup as a team and refocus on the things that we need to do in order to get better and for the outcomes to be better. And I just really believe that it came at a perfect time to get this week without a midweek game.
Thanks, Hubert.
Kip Coons.
Hey, good morning, Hubert.
Yeah.
After the game Saturday, your comments about being optimistic about your team's future got a lot of play. And I'm wondering, what specifically do you like about this team that you see a positive path forward as far as NCAA tournament, that kind of thing?
Well, I just was communicating that I love coaching this team, and I love coaching these kids. And they come every day to bring their best. And It's a group that really enjoys being together. It's a group that really enjoys being a team, and I love coaching them. I don't know what else to say other than I like these kids. I love them.
Yeah, thanks, Hubert.
Okay, we'll go next to Rod Baxley.
Hey, Hubert. With a week between games, what kinds of things are you hoping to tweak and change with this group to get them where you want them to be on the court?
Well, this is what our team has been. We've been consistently inconsistent in the details on both ends of the floor. That's what we've been, and I've been clear and direct in regards to the little things that I'm talking about. It's shot selection, turnovers. The last 2 games, teams have scored 41 points off of our turnovers. That's just not going to work. That's just not sustainable. Defensively, defending without fouling, boxing out. Those are things that can be fixed, and those are things that we've talked about, and those are things that we have to fix moving forward.
Go back to Jeremiah Holloway.
Hubert, to go off of that, when you're mentioning the turnovers, from your opinion, how much of the turnovers are kind of a result of maybe defenses like kind of telegraphing maybe what guys want to do? Like, do you think defenses are like picking up on patterns of the offense that you guys are playing?
No, I think one of the things that I say all the time is, in many different ways, is making the easy play simple works, routine plays routinely, make routine plays routinely. And I think our turnovers are a result of not making the easy play, trying to hit the home run. And those are things that we have to do, like in regards to one-handed passes or, those are the things that we've got to do. We've got to make simple, sound, fundamental plays. And when we don't, that is the result of our turnovers. And those are things that we have to address and have to get better at right now.
David Teal.
Hubert, when you and your staff this week get together, will you hearken back at all to 2022, when in late January you were 12-6 and 4-3 and struggling and ended up in the national championship game?
I won't communicate that with the team, because the only person on the team was RJ. But I do communicate with the team on, irregardless of where we are now and people's opinions, this team still has a chance to achieve and experience everything that this team wants to achieve and experience. We have 9 more regular season games left. We have that. We have the ACC tournament. And so, and it's all under our control in terms of us playing the best that we can be. And, obviously, we made the run to the national championship game my first year. But, we still have an opportunity to turn this season around, and we need to focus on becoming the best team that we can possibly become. And at the end of the day, live with the results.
Get one last quick one in from Corey Bossemer.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Good.
What challenges do you see Pittsburgh presents to you and your staff, given they're a tough rugged team defensively, and they also had 4 players averaging double figures and scoring offensively.
Yeah, I mean they're very physical. They're tough defensively. They can really shoot the ball. You know, they've got a number of guys that could also create on their own and be able to create shots for themselves and for their teammates. And you know, you mentioned before their physicality and their toughness translates on the defensive end in regards to rebounding and protecting the paint. And so, you know, it's always going to be a battle against Pitt, whether it's at their place or at our home. And we understand the physicality that we have to bring in order to compete against a really good Pittsburgh team.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for the time as always. We'll see you soon.
See you guys later.